What's up, everyone? Flashcraft. That's right, it's Beau here from Flash TV Talk, and I'm actually currently in my lair. Yes, my evil lair where the netherite throne is stored. Right here. It's a little, it's not fully lit at the moment just because I was up there putting up this apparatus, thinking about possibly doing kind of a netherite halo above. Or possibly even like some sort of netherite tube or something like that. I haven't quite decided what's going to happen there, so I was just messing around with the iron blocks. Since the iron farm has been doing decently and bringing down iron right here, along with honey, which has been coating the downside or the below area of the netherite throne. And so, yeah, fire up there notwithstanding, this is looking really fun, really great, very evil. Wahahaha! Which is good, because I'm not that evil on my own. So that's why I got to get the netherite that's helping me to get evil so that we can work the plan. Build the secret lair, get netherite, get evil, question mark, question mark, question mark. World domination. All right, this is good. This is actually the perfect place to start off from today because I am going to head out to the Legion of Doom. So I am on my way to the Legion of Doom because at long last I have figured out an interior design concept that has really finally inspired me. I've had the most difficult time. I don't know. I mean, I've talked about it before, but this is just a daunting project, and it's a lot of, it's like a big black, mostly like, spherical or half spherical dome. Tons of space, way more space than I think I really realized when I calculated the thing to begin with. And yeah, everything that I had planned didn't look right. It was too small and just it wasn't working. So I went back to the drawing board, and I think I found something that's a really fun idea. I'm kind of excited to show you guys, because here's the thing. I've already started working on this. We've had some kind of construction going on here in the ye old real world, and so I haven't been able to really stream all that much. And so, yeah, this is actually my first time kind of showcasing the direction we're going in for the Legion of Doom. Interior. Let's go check it out. All right, so this elevator system doesn't exist yet. We actually had one, but I got rid of it because I kind of think that we're probably going to end up needing kind of multiple elevators, but that's going to be a problem for the future. But yes, so let's start off with this right here. This tube, kind of this central tube, is the first thing that really started to make sense for me. This idea of kind of like a centralized chamber, and then also a wraparound staircase that goes off into various platforms. So this whole thing is this massive circular platform, and by kind of dividing it up into these mini platforms should help to get things more organized and allow you to kind of get the sense of scale that exists here without having to compartmentalize or rather like create all these different rooms and that sort of thing that take away essentially from kind of the grandiose nature of it. And that's really the thing, right? We're going big here. So we got to make sure that we are communicating big. And I thought, what is a better way to do that than with a giant nether portal? So this is really the thing that got me excited, is realizing what if we had kind of an operation going on here in the Legion of Doom where the villains have, Lex Luthor has financed the villains to get this giant netherite portal where they're either using it to kind of pull this heist where the gold is either coming from the portal into a conveyor area over here, or perhaps it's actually going to a conveyor coming out of kind of a treasure bay essentially and going out to perhaps the various villains hideouts or something of that nature. So it's really up to your imagination in terms of is it coming in or is it going out? But regardless, this got me super excited. On top of that, I really kind of want to communicate that this thing is unnatural. And so the idea is that not only is this massive nether hub, this massive nether portal, but there's going to be pipes that are coming out of it. And I'm going to use the crying obsidian to kind of snake their way around. And for those that are going into the floor, it's actually going to create discoloration in the wood. And you'll really kind of see this is almost like this corrupt evil situation that we have going on, which is very Legion of Doom. You'll also notice that the Legion of Doom has its first permanent resident, or at least I hope permanent resident. I mean, if he dies, you know, he's coming back. Ladies and gentlemen, our bodyguard, Solomon Grundy. That's right. Earlier on, when I started messing around here, it was very clear, as you saw earlier with the Creeper, that spawn-proofing this thing is practically impossible, and I needed a little extra help making sure that I was you're going to stay alive. And who better than Solomon Grundy to be holding it down? All right, so I have tasked the Flashcrafters with getting more crying obsidian, getting some sea lanterns that we can use to light up this pathway, and I am sure that they have done just that. I can't wait to dig in. And oh look, I was being facetious, but there actually is crying obsidian in here. All right, I guess that means there's no excuse. I need to get to work. Is there sea lanterns? That's going to be... No sea lanterns. Okay, but you know what? We got crying obsidian. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Okay, so we need to first complete out the actual portal itself. So I like this kind of 3 crying obsidian deep, just to really give it the sense like it's, you know, you're actually going in even before it goes in. I wanted this platform, even though it's not, like, it hasn't even entered yet. Every single platform is a 3x4 kind of, you know, floating carbonite type of situation. So this is fully out of the portal, but I wanted to give the sense like it was just going in. You know what I mean? And I think that comes across right there. We're not going to have enough to do too many of the pipes that I want to do. But maybe we can get that started a little bit. I'm always a little apprehensive about starting something, especially when just kind of eyeballing it without having enough pieces to really conclude it. But maybe I can at least give you an idea of what I'm thinking. I don't know if 9's going to cut it, though. There's also kind of a question of does it go into this kind of holding apparatus or does it go off to the side? I'm kind of thinking it needs to really come out of the side here. You know what? We can put it lower to the ground. All right, so I just realized actually in order to do this properly, I am going to need some pieces I don't have on me. Okay, no worries. No worries. We're going to make a quick run back to the base. And my hope is to actually have this in such a way that there'll probably be a... I'm thinking that this area is going to be kind of the warehouse-looking door. You'll see it. You'll see it when it comes together. But this is going to be the area where the gold is going either into or out of. And then over here will probably actually be like a staircase walkway. Now, granted, ironically, you're still going to fall down here when you actually want to enter into this thing, but I'd like to think that some people will still walk up there and just drop down. Now, Beall and I have been collecting a lot of TNT for our TNT store, and I am thinking that we might end up using some of that to blast our way into creating a little bit more of a less of a tedious nether hub that requires so many stairs going up and down and all the way around, and possibly doing more of a direct way. Tell you what, since I'm over here anyway, and I just need a little bit more crying obsidian, let's see if I can get some from Solomon. Solomon, of course, is my trading friend here. What's up, Solomon? You doing good? Keeping him here in the pipeline. You know, Star Lab style. Okay, do we have any gold up there? Just have no idea if we do or not. Alright, buddy. Give me some crying obsidian. You know, I was joking about this being the pipeline, but now that I've said that, I kind of almost want to just change this up a little bit and make it into that Firestorm-looking pipeline prison. I mean, it doesn't look too terribly different from that in terms of just the roundish-ish style that we've got going on here. There might be something to it. You know, I feel bad about all this, except the boots that he's wearing are actually mine. This dude killed me and stole my gear. It was you, buddy. You did that. And you're still wearing my boots. But you know what? You've made it up to me. You've paid it forward. Okay, we've got some more crying obsidian. Not a lot. That's fine. We'll just get that going in the meantime. Hey, how's it going? What's up? Oh, hey, Beau. What's up, buddy? What's going on? Yo, I'm going to the Legion of Doom. Oh, look at this man. He's got some crying obsidian. Why, yes, I would love some crying obsidian. Thank you, sir. Have some chicken. All right. Well, that was fortuitous, if I'm using that word correctly. And I don't know that I am. Oh, wow. The ghasts, you don't hear them all that often. Or chickens, which... Well, I guess actually we do hear chickens quite a bit. There are always chicken sounds coming up from the nether, and they always happen to be around Fox's base. If there was ever any question as to who leaves the chickens everywhere, and I'm just now realizing that his name is Fox, and he keeps stealing chickens. Or I guess going after chickens. Which seems very appropriate. So, yeah, we may end up moving this, but I think this will be a good start to kind of show you where my head's at. And let's get it started. Boom. And so these are like our pipes, right? These are like things being carted in. And for right now, that'll do. And so, like I said, I like this idea of... Like, this method that is being applied here is almost kind of destroying or leaving its mark. Like, polluting the area around it. So, like, for example, maybe there's some of this going on. But then also... Thank you. What? Stop. No. No, Will. No, this is not helpful. This is... there we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. All right. So let's see. Where was I? Okay. And then, so like boom and boom. And then what we do is we strip this, but we leave the other. So you can kind of see it's like, it's corrupting the wood. That's also like staining the floor a little bit around it as well, which I think is pretty awesome. Yeah. That's a little too far out. That's a little too far out. Yeah, but you can kind of see what's going on there, right? Like, so the idea is that it is kind of this corruption thing going on. All right, I'm digging this. I'm thinking this is the right way to go. Let me pull back a little bit, take a look. I'm sorry, Will. Where you at? I'll give you a chicken. You were blocking my work. I was in mid concentration. Okay, well, it's kind of hard to actually see now that I think about it. So we might ideally want this to go up a bit higher as kind of from the pipe standpoint. I'll tell you what, let's do some of this other stuff. We've got it. It's coming along. You see it. You see it. And then we've got these tent poles, not tent poles, pillars that are holding up the rails that are kind of this holographic conveyor belt. I think this will look a lot better. I've kind of messed around with this in creative mode, and I know that this is going to look a lot better once the lights are on it, once we get the sea lanterns on it. Make it pop out, make it feel very much more energized. Of course. Of course. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I have gotten... Alright, let's see. Let's try again. Let's see if we can get back. Wait, what? Wait. What? Okay? And then I was like, no, don't do that. And then he was like, boom. And then I was like, no, don't do that. All right, it was three. It was definitely 3 times. Definitely 3 times. Boom. Oh, okay, no, you need to drop them all the way. All right, there we go. Boom. Whew. Timeline saved. Oops. You know what? Oh no. I just realized I never made rockets. In the new timeline, I never made rockets. And now I'm trapped. Well, that's not good. See, this is what happens. This is what happens when you don't restore the timeline. I'm not saying it's Will's fault, because I didn't do a lot of things either. I should have probably rebuilt the thing that I built before, the pipe. And I didn't do that either. The timeline may be doomed. And so are we. Goodbye!